I know pre-interview we're talking about the pandemic and quarantining a little bit. People now more than ever, with the isolation that we've gone through and for many people are still going through, I think we're really realizing the importance of connection and the importance that we're social creatures, and without that, it really, really can be difficult. So when you were growing up, you said children should be seen but not heard. It sounds like you weren't allowed to celebrate success either. You score the touchdown and you'd walk off, head down, and you're just doing your job. Have you learned to celebrate your successes?
Yeah, and that's another thing you just pointed out. I just realized, but I spent years and years not ever rewarding myself. Working 7 days a week, crazy, crazy hours, and never, never being enough, kind of a thing. So yeah, that's a big, big thing I've realized recently is taking, you know, making yourself celebrate, and whether it's yourself or your team or husband, wife, whatever. That's a great thing. Be able to celebrate your victories. So there's actually a chapter about that in my most recent book about celebrating your victories.
Oh, really? Excellent. What do you have any tips? Because I think that's a real struggle for a lot of high performers is we become so task focused and result focused that we will work. I had a client of mine say that he will work for 3 years on a specific outcome, and if he achieves it at 10 o'clock in the morning, by noon he's like, okay, what's next?
Exactly. Yep.
And doesn't really take time to celebrate or rejoice and all that. Is that something you go into in your book on how to create a ritual of celebration?
That's actually one that I am still terrible about. I've got better at finally taking a break and going. Um, I had been shopping for cars for. I was driving this old beat up Jaguar that it's a nice car, but not. It had a V6, and I really just did not. I'm a sound guy, and so I love when you get in the car and you start it up and there's just that nasty rumble, and so every time I get in the car, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty, but it's not exciting to drive. So that was a one of the things is finally setting a goal where I had cash where I could pick out whatever vehicle I was going to grab the next, but I kept my eye on this BMW 550i X Drive, the twin turbo V8. Just a pretty neat vehicle, and I spent a year and a half with I had the cash set aside, but spent a year and a half going by looking at this thing, looking at different versions as the different colors, different options and stuff, until I had a goal where like, okay, when I finally get this next thing achieved, I'm gonna go do it. So yeah, I think the problem with most people is not rewarding themselves too soon. There are a small percentage of us that do that, but the vast majority of folks are overindulged. Will they go out and finance that next new vehicle? They go out and finance. People are putting Red Lobster dinners on a credit card. Talk about the definition of no delayed gratification.
Well,